Why do you think it's so difficult for other doctors? Is it just brainwashing from when you are a smart child and all the media and television programming and stuff like that? Why do you think it's specifically difficult for other people who work in the medical industry to understand how fraudulent it all is? Do you think that people maybe are just not interested in the truth? The life is so set up, the whole society is set up in that way to not ask questions. What do you think would be the root cause of that?
Yeah, well, you're quite correct. Doctors are amongst the worst to try and take this material to. And I think, they've invested in the model basically with germ theory and everything that goes along with it. So they're supposedly experts. They're supposed to know more than the public about all this kind of stuff. And I think the problem too is that in general, when you go into medical school, obviously you have to have extremely high grades. Everyone's very competitive, etc. And once you get into it, you've made the grade, so to speak. And I think with that, although doctors may be very good at doing exams and passing papers, and they have what's called intelligence, it doesn't mean that they have any form of wisdom that goes along with it. So they can be exceptionally good at memorizing things, and doctors are certainly in their training, they're asked to memorize a fantastic amount of material, but they don't realize that the models they've been given are incorrect. So it's pretty hard to show someone that may have been in the system for 20 years, 30 years more, that they've actually been on the wrong path and that they've actually been harming people. So, if they've been prescribing lots of drugs or vaccines, etc., then they've actually been harming the public. And it's a very difficult wake up, basically. For Sam and I, it was like a relief. And we don't understand why more doctors are not interested in health, that they seem to be more fixated on the medical model rather than wanting to be true practitioners of health. And I think that's a big difference as well, is that your average doctor does not know about health. That's not something they learn about. They don't know about nutrition. They don't know about various lifestyle problems that can cause huge amounts of disease for people. They simply learn the models that are taught to them, and they believe that they're very powerful and that they're legitimate and that it's evidence-based and all this kind of stuff. And yeah, I think that's why you've got them invested in this model. And for some of them, they make a lot of money out of it. They have a lot of benefits. They get accolades, all this kind of stuff. And it's we've found that doctors are one of the most difficult groups to reach. And certainly even with like if I sometimes we do presentations that are lighthearted, maybe a little fun, but other times we write serious papers, and they won't even look at these serious papers that we write, because I think they read the first couple of sentences and they just say, no, this must be rubbish, and they don't even give it a chance.